The invisible system. From the very first breath you took in this world, something was already waiting for you. A system. Invisible to the eyes, but deep down it's always there. You were born into a setup, carefully designed to look all normal, natural, unquestionable, and everything was set up to make you believe this is all there is. Since you were a kid, they put you on a program, taught you to sit down, wait your turn, repeat after him, to obey orders, to not question shit. You got graded, conditioned by rules compared to others, all in the name of some so-called education. But it was way more than that. It was the start of disconnecting you from your true self. You learned that being accepted mattered more than being real. That messing up was shameful. That feeling too much was weakness. That dreaming was just kid stuff. What they called training was really brainwashing. They formatted your mind, your actions, your feelings, and then the illusion got slicker. You grew up, and the world handed you a script. Study, work, produce, pay up, consume, die. They told you success is status, that happiness is having stuff, that you gotta compete, hustle, win, even if you don't know why. And all this time, nobody ever asked you, who the hell are you beyond what they taught you to be? This system, you can't see it with your eyes, because it lives in your mind, in your habits, in your autopilot reactions, in your inherited beliefs. That's why it works so damn well. No need for bars or chains. The prison is built inside you. You're stuck in a hypnotic routine, grinding most your life just to survive, while your dreams get shoved in some forgotten corner of your soul, and all that crap is sold as normal life. But normal for who? This invisible system's got one clear goal: keep you disconnected from who you really are. It doesn't want you to think for yourself, doesn't want you to stop, doesn't want you to feel, and hell no, it doesn't want you to wake up. Because an awake soul don't fit in. They don't just repeat. They don't follow out of fear. They create their own damn reality. That's why everything's made to hijack your mind. News that feeds your fears. Social media that sucks your attention dry. Financial systems that trap you in scarcity. Spiritual beliefs that keep you down on your knees instead of lifting you up. But you feel it, right? Deep inside, something's bugging you. A quiet unrest, a stubborn gut feeling that something's off with this normal world. That feeling ain't confusion, it's waking up. It's your inner self trying to break through the noise of the program, trying to remind you of something you always knew, but forgot. And now that you're starting to see, the system can't control you the same way anymore. 'Cause you're remembering. Remembering that the world they showed you is way too small for the vastness of who you are. That you weren't born to obey, repeat, and vanish. You were born to wake up, to feel, to create. And that awakening, it starts when you start seeing the system and realize that actually, it never had power over you. It just made you forget the power you always had. Now that the system's out in the open, the next question's obvious. What exactly did they hide from you? And why'd they go to such lengths to keep you in the dark? Now that you're starting to see the system, you got to know what it's been hiding, and what you're about to hear next might change everything. The truth they erased. You're starting to see what's always been here, but to see the truth, first you've got to silence everything that's ever been sold to you as truth by others, because real wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers from deep within your soul. The question now is, what was hidden from you? What was erased from history, twisted, buried, manipulated? The answer is simple, yet so powerful, it threatens structures that have stood for thousands of years. You are part of the all. You are living consciousness, You are the universe itself, in human form. This is the truth they erased, but it never stopped existing. The ancient civilizations knew it. We're not talking about myths or fairy tales, but about a deep, sacred knowledge kept in temples, pyramids, sacred texts, in oral traditions that have survived the ages. They knew that. The human body is a microcosm of the universe. The soul is eternal and multidimensional. Reality is shaped by the vibration of consciousness, and every being is a point of light in the great unified field. But this ancient knowing wasn't convenient, because a being aware of its divine nature cannot be controlled. It does not fear, it does not bow, it moves by wisdom, not blind obedience. That's why the great institutions, empires, churches, governments, and systems quietly joined forces to erase this knowing. The truth was shattered, fragmented, distorted. They created religions that talk about God, but push you away from Him. They point to the divine as something external, unreachable, separate. But they forget to tell you, you are made of the same substance as God. They pointed to heavens and hells in faraway places, when they've always been inside you. Through your vibration, your thoughts, your consciousness. They taught you that you are a sinner, that you must redeem yourself, that you must earn the light. But when did being who you are become a sin? When did they say the Creator made you in His image, and in the same breath condemned you? The answer lies in manipulation. Because guilt breeds submission, fear breeds obedience, and forgetting breeds dependence. They never told you that. You have an electromagnetic field that influences everything around you. Your heart emits frequencies that affect the quantum field. Your thoughts are vibrational commands. Your emotions are codes that shape reality. This isn't mysticism, it's physics. It's the science of consciousness, but a science that still scares them, because it frees you. You don't need a middleman to talk to the divine, because the divine speaks through you, in your intuition, in the synchronicity of events, in the chills that come from nowhere, in the silence that reveals. The kind of spirituality that hid the truth was spirituality of control. But real spirituality is expansion. It's remembrance. It's energetic sovereignty. And you're starting to remember. Not because of words from the outside, but because something inside you is lighting up again. An ancient light, a forgotten knowing, a vibration that can't be explained, only felt. That's why these words hit you. Not because they're new, but because you've known them long before you were born. Transition to Chapter 3. Now that you know what's been hidden, you need to understand why. Why so much effort has been made to keep you in the illusion, and why fear has always been their most powerful weapon. Soundtrack shifts to darker, heavier tones, preparing for the next chapter. You already know the truth, but there's still the darkest part of the story left to uncover. Why did they go to such great lengths to make sure you'd never remember? Why did they hide this from you? If you were the ruler of a great empire and you discovered that your subjects had the same power you do, what would you do? Would you set them free, or would you build a system to make them forget? The truth wasn't just hidden, it was deliberately buried, kept in the dark for centuries because those who held it didn't want to lose control. You live inside a carefully crafted illusion, an illusion built on a perfectly engineered tripod. Fear, guilt, disconnection. These are the three tools that keep humanity on its knees. Fear paralyzes you. Guilt weakens you. Disconnection makes you forget who you are. With these, you become easy to manipulate. You work, consume, get sick, suffer, obey, all inside a mental prison, believing you are free. But freedom isn't just the ability to choose. True freedom is the ability to remember your origin, your purpose, your vibrational power, your right to create. Soundtrack subtly dramatic, soft beats that add emotional weight. Now answer silently and honestly. Why do you think we were taught to fear our own power so much? Why is it taught that wanting is selfish? That questioning is rebellion? That loving yourself is vanity? Because autonomous beings, conscious and connected to their essence, cannot be controlled. They don't feed on fear. They don't surrender to guilt. They don't follow blindly, they create. And that's why the truth was twisted. Because the awakening of one awakens others. And an awakened collective changes all of reality. Humanity has been kept asleep, and the sleep was deep, induced by dogmas, debts, distractions, diagnoses, all to keep you looking outward. But the real revolution doesn't start in the streets. It starts in your vibration. The quantum field responds to your inner state. And those who understand this principle manipulate collective reality through collective emotion. That's why fear is everywhere. In the news, in religion, in medicine, in schools, in movies. Because fear is the frequency that most closes your energetic field. But you are waking up. And awakening at first is uncomfortable. You feel anger. You feel betrayed, confused, because everything you believed was solid begins to crumble. But this is not the end. It's the restart. It's the dismantling of the prison, so the soul can fly. Soundtrack begins to shift. More hope, more light in the background. The truth was hidden from you, because it is powerful, and now it's coming back. Not through leaders, gurus, or books, but from within you. You are feeling it. You are remembering. You are breaking the matrix code with every doubt, every tear, every choice to return to yourself. And because of that, you are being guided back home, to the center, to your true self. Now that you understand the why, the next question is inevitable. How do you escape the matrix? How do you break the cycle of repetition and access the true reality? Now that the reason is clear, the next question is inevitable. If all of this is real, how do you get out? In the next chapter, you'll discover the path to breaking free from the matrix, the awakening process and the exit from the matrix. The moment has come. Now that you see the system, now that you understand the manipulation, the most powerful question rises from your soul. How do I get out of this? The exit isn't physical. It's not a place. It's not in the future. It's in consciousness. In the way you see, feel, and vibrate with the world. In every single moment. Awakening is not an event. It's a process. A slow, deep unraveling of everything you once thought was true. It's like peeling the layers of an onion. Each layer is an illusion, each tear a release. You start by questioning the outer world, but soon you realize that the real matrix lives inside you, in your fears, in your attachments, in your resistance to letting go of what no longer serves your soul. Soundtrack with light beats and crystalline tones, a feeling of serene revelation. Leaving the matrix begins with self-observation, watching your automatic thoughts, your judgments, your false selves, your rush, your need to always be right, noticing the patterns you repeat without even realizing it. The matrix is a loop. It spins in emotional cycles. You live the same stories, with different people, different faces, different places, but the emotion is always the same. Until one day, you see, and the cycle breaks, and you awaken. Awakening is like lighting a candle in a dark room. At first, the light is small, and the darkness feels immense. You see only what's close, but as you keep the light burning, the shadows reveal themselves, and your inner space begins to brighten. You realize you don't have to resist anymore, that you can stop fighting what you feel, and start feeling everything, with presence, with love, with surrender. Leaving the matrix means stop running from silence. Slow down your thinking. Create space to feel. Listen to intuition before fear. Honor your energy. And remember, you are not here just to survive. You are here to awaken. You didn't come to fit in. You came to deprogram. Soundtrack grows in tones of light, as if something is expanding. And the more you align with your essence, the more the structures of the matrix dissolve around you. You start attracting new people. You feel repelled by heavy environments. You lose interest in anything without soul. You seek more truth, more silence, more authenticity. And the more you change inside, the more the outside world responds. Because the matrix feeds on your vibration. When you change, it changes. Yes, there will be pain, because you'll have to let go of old versions of yourself, relationships, patterns, masks. But every loss, every fall is a release. You're not losing, you're remembering, you're coming home. The matrix made you forget, but your awakening is the path back to what was never taken from you. Your essence, your consciousness, your creative power. Now that you're awakening, there's something that must be said. You are not alone. Thousands are feeling the same call. The field is shifting, and together, we are activating the greatest transformation in human history. You are awakening, and when that happens, something extraordinary begins. The awakening stops being just yours and becomes collective. The age of collective awakening and the new human. You are not alone. You may have felt that way. Silent in the dark, questioning everything. But know this, there are millions awakening at the very same time as you. The world is changing. Frequencies are rising. The matrix is tearing at the edges. And every time a human being awakens, a new point of light ignites in Earth's collective grid. You are part of something far greater than you were ever told. We are living through the greatest leap in consciousness in human history. What was once secret is now being spoken. What was once mystical is now science. What was once fear is now power. Humanity is entering a new phase, the age of the new human. This new being is not one with more technology, not one with more power over others. It is a being with more presence, more truth, more coherence between what it feels, thinks, and manifests. The new human does not identify with the ego but observes it, does not seek outwardly but creates from within, does not feed division but recognizes unity, does not fear the unknown but trusts the intelligence of the universe. They do not need to prove. They vibrate. They do not persuade. They inspire. And they know they are not here by chance. You were prepared for this moment, through lifetimes, through journeys, through pain. You have been here before, and now you have returned to anchor a new frequency. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what your story is. If you feel the call, then you are part of this. You are an anchor point for the new earth, a living portal of light, consciousness, and vibrational reprogramming. You are helping to undo millennia of conditioning with your awakened presence alone. Yes, there will be resistance. Yes, not everyone will understand, but you did not come here to be understood. You came to be true. Because when you live your truth, you awaken the dormant DNA in others. You unlock codes that have been sealed away. You inspire silent revolutions that take place within the heart. And this is the true miracle of the collective awakening. It does not impose, it spreads like light, like frequency, like memory. We are walking together toward a new reality, more subtle, more loving, more conscious. And you are an essential part of this transition. You are here to remember, to feel, to set free, to create. Because the truth was never lost. It was only within you. And now, it has awakened. If this message touched you, share it with those who are also awakening. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because here, we speak to the soul. Together, we are creating the new earth. Gratitude for your existence.